now listening to the Narrative Podcast with Halsey Allen. The Narrative Podcast is changing the narrative one episode at a time.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Narrative Podcast. This is your host, Halsey Allen. And I hope you had a great weekday. Welcome all my narrators. Welcome anybody brand new to the podcast. If you're just stumbling across me on a random scroll, welcome to the Narrative Podcast. I'll briefly explain what it is I do here for all new listeners. Basically, I call it the Narrative Podcast for a reason, because I change the narrative one episode at a time by destroying negative black stereotypes. How do I destroy the negative black stereotypes? I provide positive frames of reference about black people and black culture. Why do I feel the need to destroy the negative black stereotypes? Basically, the media, powers that be, kind of constantly keep bombarding us with images and sounds of negative black stereotypes. And basically, essentially, is psychological warfare at its finest. They want to keep on giving us negative frames of reference about black people and black culture. And for some black people, that wreaks havoc on the subconscious. It takes root in the subconscious, and those negative black stereotypes are manifest physically. So you must be cautious of everything you put into your mind and your body. So that's essentially why I created this platform. And the reason why I call all my listeners my narrators, because we all are narrators. If you have a handheld device, you have the power to control the narrative, meaning you have the power to choose what kind of content you want to post on your online platform to represent yourself. So being a grown man or a grown woman, you can post whatever content you like, but then you must also be mindful that people outside of black culture who are not black will also see the content you post online, whether it's YouTube, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, whatever media platform you subscribe to, whatever your content that you post is a visual representation of you or an audio representation of you if it's an audio platform such as this. So you must be mindful the type of content you post. Now, it's not about being perfect. This platform is not about being perfect, and it's definitely not worrying or trying to gain white acceptance or anybody outside of black culture's acceptance to accept us. Whatever it is you feel about black people, that's what you think and what you believe. So, my goal isn't to, change your perception. This is just putting out the correct images and the correct audio. Just highlighting and showcasing our contributions and celebrating all our achievements. So it's all positivity on this platform. I don't throw other black people under the bus. I don't do gossip. I do call things out, certain behaviors out. If a brother or sister is, kind of making us all look bad, I will say something about that. And then when I do speak on current events, it's just from the black perspective, because the narrative the liberal media will put out is just, having us, look and sound a certain way. They have us just looking and sounding crazy. They generally hypercriminalize our men and hypersexualize our women. They also, play devil's advocate, trying to play black men against black women. So, I just want to play up the true nature of our people, which is, love and highly intelligent and mothers and fathers of the planet and of the universe. So that's the type of images and audio that I want to, highlight and bring up. Just basically everything we're doing right, instead of constantly, bombarded with images of, us doing wrong and scenarios where it's like, okay, we got to do better. So no, we got to do better all the time. Like, we do stuff right. We're good parents, role models, entrepreneurs, captains of industry, educators, manufacturers. So that is what I want to focus the lens on, not, negative black stereotypes. So I hope you, get a full idea of what it is I do here. I hope that cleared things up for you. That is the Narrative Podcast Experience. Also, this is a full broadcast day, so I have a format. Now, when I started last year, I did not have a format. I was like about 10 or 11 episodes in before I devised this particular format that I jump into in just a second. But that's the Narrative Podcast. Welcome to the Narrative Podcast, and about to get underway. So, as I said, this podcast is divided into segments, and I'll tell you which each segment is about and why I'm doing them as I come to each segment. My overall goal is to try to keep it nicely condensed, not exceeding an hour, because I want my content to resonate with my listeners, my audience, and have you pass along the knowledge. And my ultimate overall goal is for you to, take away the knowledge of how important it is to share positive content and change the narrative on your timelines, one post at a time, as I'm changing the narrative one episode at a time. All right, so for my first segment, how I start my podcast off is I extend the olive branch to any Black-owned business owners. I give them an opportunity to have their business, product, or service, if it's in need of free promotion, you can use my platform. I'm 90 episodes in. My audience is growing with each episode. My numbers is going up with each episode. So why not take advantage of something for free? And my initial reasoning for doing that is to basically keep the black dollar circulating in the black community. Again, promoting black excellence, black entrepreneurship, and black reciprocity. So, we gotta keep that economic infrastructure going. So if I can do my part to do that, then, that's me doing my part to help that process along. So any Black-owned business owners, please hit me up at Poetic Passion or Passion Webmail at poeticpassion.hosts. In the subject bar, type promo. In the body of the email, tell me a little bit about yourself, business, product, or service. So basically, give me a brief bio about yourself, like what it is, who you are, what it is you do for a living, your educational background. How did you come to, devise the way, or how did you come to the point where you're needing to, get this business, product, or service sold? Like, how did you, come up with the idea to start that business? So tell me all the specifics about it, your website, your physical address, your telephone number, so I can properly give you a proper plug, and basically just establish a human connection with the customer, help you establish a human connection with your target audience. And so I'm not charging a fee. It's 110% completely free. I'm just basically doing it on the strength of reach one, teach one, networking, you know what I'm saying? All about the what's the word? Sovereignty. It's all about the sovereignty of the community right here. So that's why I'm doing that. Then on to my next segment. I'm plugging also at that same exact email address. I am conducting my own contest designed specifically for this podcast. I call it the Chew on This contest. I call it the Chew on This because the prize that I'm offering is a bulk supply of your favorite snack. And the reason why I'm doing it is for, listener participation. I want to engage my audience, as I don't have a hotline yet, or, I'm not doing no YouTubes or TikToks yet. So like I said, I just started this last year, 90 episodes in. This is episode 90. So, that's an effort to, help grow my audience and, just engage my listeners to, for audience participation. And so to enter the contest, all you have to do is just, participate in the contest topic. And the contest topic is share your Shopping While Black experience. Why do I want you to share your Shopping While Black experience? Is because Shopping While Black is something that happens here in America and abroad, anywhere where Black people are. We've all had, a Shopping While Black experience. So that's my way of keeping the conversation going. And again, building a network and sharing in the nuances of our culture. And unfortunately, that's a really bad part of our culture, something we've all experienced, but yet, have a certain kinship about it because it's happened to all of us. And, it needs to stop. And if we keep the conversation going, ideally, some people might say, well, don't take your